In this week's episode of the Bridgestone 4x4 Club Challenge, a man scares his wife.
It's going to be a bumpy ride. You just hang on tight there.
I spin a chimney again. Backseat passengers scream in fear.
Straight for there.
Another man also spins a chimney. And I go hunting. Welcome to the 2017 Bridgestone 4x4 Club Challenge and Elimination Round number 2. This event takes us all to Der Voetpadkloof Resort in the Loskop Valley in Mpumalanga. A cold breezy morning greeted all our competitors for the customary registration of driver and all passengers.
Thank you.
Driver's briefing, tire deflation, sticker application, vehicle scrutineering, and to get the day started, a good hot cup of joe. Let's go 4x4ing. We start out the day at Obstacle 1 with a Suzuki Jimny, driven by Marius van Vieren and co-pilot Esmee Mena, as they inspect the lay of the land. It's a short descent, followed by a drive through a ditch, then a left turn up a small climb, avoiding some poles along the way. Simple? Right. Off goes the Jimny down the descent. Marius makes a sharp left turn easily, but oh dear, he just bumps the pole on the second gate. He's really working hard on this obstacle. Sure, the Jimny has to stop and reverse to line up the second last gate. I'm glad I'm also in a Jimny. This will be a tester for the long wheelbase drivers. The Suzuki lines up for the last climb, but not enough Vuma and it spins to a halt. After reversing his Jimny, he attempts the climb again. The second attempt didn't go any better. With no chance of making it up the hill, they decide to take the low road, and it's a 0 points for Team Suzuki. What do you think of this, Marius?
Yeah, no, I think this year they've, or rather with this one, they've got the knife in for the Jimmys. This is quite tricky. So great, it's nice. Like a challenge.
Next to tackle this obstacle is Werner Voigt and Hendrik Ward in their Toyota Prado. Werner seemed to be pushing all the wrong buttons, but still makes it up the hill. Saki Kutia, the man who sets out the course, has made 2 routes for some of the obstacles. One for the long wheelbase cars and a tighter one for the short wheelbase cars.
Stop. Hold back. Hold back.
The white Prado doesn't make the turn and has to stop and reverse. Ach no, that's a pole down and the Prado gets itself all tied up on a rock and comes to a halt. As it reverses, the Prado turns on Werner as its tire removes some of the Tupperware.
Jou maatkaart het vasgeruk en hy trek hom af op die oomblik hoor. En net 'n incident doen na so mudguard het afgeruk, hoor. So, dat jy die side ding op afgetrek. Jou mudguard het dit afgeruk, hoor. Maak net 'n incident report daar, so alles wat gebeur.
With the panel beating done, they continue on their way. Ah well, you've hit the pole, might as well continue going. But Werner didn't get very far. Attempt number 2. And up and out. That was hard work. So they start the day with 0 points. Then it was our turn to negotiate obstacle 1 and see if we could do better than Marius in his Jimny. So down I go into the ditch. Even the tiny Suzuki can't make that tight turn and I kill a pole. Thank goodness for the front runner roof rack. Saved a dent in my Jimny. Sorry tree. Shoo, this is tight. Saki must have been angry when he set this obstacle up. So, with the Jimny finally lined up for the exit gate, I plant my right foot. Up goes the Jimny. Shoo, made it and we add 45 points to our score sheet. This is obstacle 4 and we are with Dave McMurdy and Katja Peters in the Land Rover Disco TD5 as Dave gives some advice on this uphill climb.
This is gonna be a bumpy ride. You just hang on tight there.
This is a straightforward climb up a very rocky slope and it's steeper than it looks on TV. They are off. The landy hits a rock and stops. But with the traction control working overtime, they get going again. And the disco makes it bumpy way up to the top.
I would be classed as a stop.
And that's a solid 95 points for Team Landy.
That wasn't too bad, though, was it?
Here's reigning Bridgestone 4x4 Club Challenge champion Johan Becker and his co-driver in their very bright Jimny. This should be a tough climb for them. Some of the rocks are bigger than their car. Johan is off and he guns it up. That's 100 points. He made it look easy. I suppose that's why he is the champion. Time for a quick break. When we return, we meet up with our old friend George Rettemeyer. Let's see if he still has Speedy Gonzalez fever. We are back and at obstacle 6 with George and Robert Rettemeyer. Remember last time George had led in his right foot and paid the price by popping a tire. This is a steep rocky climb, so speed isn't the best option here. And off George goes. And what's this? He does have throttle control in his right foot? This is a long obstacle, so let's see if he can maintain this restrained pace. Triton cruises up and makes it through with a full house of 100 points. So now, the hare has become the tortoise. This is Gerard Sketter and Tinus Lindeck with the Nissan hardbody, and they are about to attempt obstacle 10. It's a drive into a ditch, through 3 narrow gates and up the other side with an axle twister at the top. With a plan in place, Gerard is ready and off he goes. While Tinas is dancing a jig on the hill, Gerard makes it through the first 2 gates without disturbing any poles. With Tinas frantically trying to guide the Nissan more to the right, they take out the pole. But at least that's 75 points to add to their tally for the day. Meanwhile, Anthony and I were trying to make our way to the next obstacle.
Turn right and then on the main road. Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
so maybe-
yeah. Turn right and then sharp left onto the main road.
So, we eventually find our way, but made a pit stop to do a bit of hunting. The organizers had set up some archery target practice for the competitors to earn some extra points. Each hit is 1 extra point, so we needed to make this count. After a few instructions, Anthony took aim and yeah, that's a miss. Me next, and it's bullseye, so at least I added 1 point to our total. Okay, enough of that, and it's back to the business at hand at obstacle 7. And off I go, with Anthony guiding me in the course. He seemed terrified I might run him over. I easily make it through the first 2 gates. Now, just a sand heap. And oops, that's a stop. What was I thinking? 1 last gate. Simple. Yay, 95 points for us. Enough of the simple stuff. Let's head to obstacle 8. This is a nasty one. Even the competitors need help getting down the first downhill. There's even a guide rope to help them. That's how steep it is. Here we have a sponsor vehicle and its team frontrunner in a Jeep Wrangler with driver Dylan Booth and co-pilot Louis Duplessis and a full backseat. Off they go slowly down the hill with much squealing coming from the backseat and direction from the passenger seat.
We're gonna slide now. We're gonna slide now. So I'm straight for there. No, it's fine, don't worry about that. Okay, turn that way. That's it.
They make it down. Now for the cross-axle section.
Come up this way. Yeah. Keep it more that way. Not all the way, not all the way.
Gonna drop.
Yeah, it's gonna drop now. Okay, just go straight for that line there.
Even being on relatively
line?
level ground, the excitement in the backseat has not abated.
Okay, swing it, yeah. Okay, watch the tree, watch the tree. Brilliant. That's it, well done.
Wow.
Well done.
They make it through with a respectable 90 points.
Back to that guy.
We move over to obstacle 9. Here is lady driver Karishma with Kiruben out on the track guiding the long Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. It's a short, tricky obstacle through a sandy riverbed. Karishma, using the Rubicon's extra low ratios, enters the obstacle slow and steady as usual. She makes the tight turn and the command to punch it comes.
Punch it!
And Karishma guns it out of the obstacle for a well-deserved 100 points.
Nice one. That's how you punch it. Yeah, boy. Well done, guys.
This is obstacle 2, and course designer Saki Kutie has again made a long wheelbase and short wheelbase track here. The cars start with a side slope, then through a narrow gate. The short wheelbase cars have to turn left and up and over the sand hill, and the long wheelbase cars have to go around the sand hill. We joined the short wheelbase competitors, Charles Prinsloo and Lawrence Klopper, in a Jimny. And there they go. As the Jimny is a short wheelbase vehicle, Charles has to go over the hill. Oh no, the Suzuki comes to a stop, so reverse for another attempt it is. Charles certainly gave it everything that time, but in his haste he knocked a pole on the hill. And that's 65 points as they finish in a huge cloud of dust. Time for a break. On the other side, we rejoin at obstacle 2 for a long wheelbase attempt. We are back, and here's Melakutia and Tinus Roos in a long Jeep Wrangler, and remember, they have to go around the sand hill. Off they go. That's 1 pole and 25 points down. Now for that turn around the sand hill, which is trickier than it looks. Miller has to stop and reverse to get the large Jeep through the gate. So that's 45 points they take away. This is obstacle 3, and again Saki has made 2 different tracks. We join Johan Vosloo and Skalk Kruger in a Toyota Prado on the long wheelbase track. And Skalk sets them off down the first slope, nice and slow. The Prado just needs to go straight up the last hill. And the big Toyota just can't make the last gate and takes out 1 pole. That's 75 points earned. We ride along with Chart and Lawrence again. Let's see if he can crack the short wheelbase track. Off they go. And oops, they can't make that tight turn. This is where the tracks differ. The short wheelbase cars have to go left around the tree. That's a stop and reverse. Another stop to line up the last hill. Shoo, this is a tight one. And that's a pole down. Ah, no man, they also clipped the last pole. So Team Jimny only bagged 10 points here. This is lady driver Maria Prinsloo and co-pilot Jason Holstock in their long Nissan hardbody. With the mirrors pulled in, they make the first turn easily. And oh dear, they flatten a pole. And Maria has not given enough right foot. She has another go, and with more gusto, they make it up and out. That's only 55 points added here. Then it was our turn to tackle this one, with Anthony out on the track guiding me. I easily make the first tight 10. This is looking good.
Slowly.
But I have to stop and reverse to line up the climb.
Carry on. Okay, come forward. Swing, 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 swing.
I hit the climb but take out a pole. And I do the same at the last gate. Things are not looking so good. That's only 25 points. So, with a long day almost done, I fall up the stairs to hand in my score sheet and vehicle numbers and get ready to attend the prize giving.
That bad.
In the ladies long wheelbase class, with a very respectable score of 782 is Karishma and Kerubin Reddy in the long Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. That's 2 wins so far. Well done. In the short wheelbase class for ladies was Anna Marie and Volley Vermarand, and they scored 606 points. That's a first win for the team, and this class is now wide open. In the short wheelbase class, and an amazing score of 780 points is Lawrence and Sonia Fourie in a Jeep Wrangler. Well done to the Fouries for beating the last week's winner and reigning champion Johan Becker. In the long wheelbase class, first place with an incredible score of 925 points went down to Johan and Merika Reichel in a Fortuner, also a first win for the Reichels. It was a bad day for us as we could only manage 10th place with a score of 628 points. It certainly was a tough day. The third elimination round was held at Lekwa Lodge near Villiers, an event with a difference. Charge your headlamp batteries, it's night driving time. See you then.